Ideally, you would want to restore the stained glass just before the glass starts to crack. So one of the first signs that you'll notice in any piece of stained glass, if it needs restoration, is old gaps of light possibly coming through around between the edges. Or sometimes you can repair a window on site. I'm Martin Faith, founder of Scottish Stained Glass Company. One of the first signs that you'll notice in any piece of stained glass, if it needs restoration, is that the glass is no longer flat and straight. If you put your hand up and you kind of feel the surface of the glass, you can tell that it's going to be slightly bulging either inwards or outwards. And that's a sign that a window is getting kind of towards the end of its lifespan. Other things that you'll notice are the old gaps of light possibly coming through around between the edges of the glass and the lead. You may notice some of the glass is cracked because this can happen as a result of stress on the glass. You also might notice that some of the reinforcing bars are kind of detached from the window and no longer supporting the glass. The difference between a repair and a restoration is going to be sometimes you can repair a window on site. If it has just a small broken piece of glass, then we have methods to repair a piece of glass on site. And if a window needs to be restored, then it has to be taken out of the frame and out of the window and laid flat on a bench. And normally this involves taking the window completely apart and then rebuilding it again. And you want to try to preserve all of the glass if you can. And then the lead is normally the part of the window that deteriorates. Replacing the lead and using the old glass will put the stained glass window back into its original condition that it might have been in 100 years ago. Normally, I tell people that you want to restore the stained glass just before the glass starts to break. Now, that's not always practical because a lot of church members will not notice that there's a problem with the stained glass until the glass starts to break. And one way that you could try to maybe have some kind of a schedule of inspecting stained glass. If you see any bulging or any stress cracks, then that's when you want to try to contact somebody to see if something can be done. But ideally, you would want to restore the stained glass just before the glass starts to crack. But if you see one or two pieces cracking, then that's okay. We can get to it before most of the damage is done. Two things that are going to deteriorate stained glass are going to be weathering, exposure to the sun, and also gravity. There's nothing you can do about your window's face. The south-facing windows and the west-facing windows are always going to have more deterioration than something that faces the north. When most church windows were installed 100 years ago, there were no coverings on the windows. And they got a lot of wind damage and possibly some hail damage before some of these windows got covered up. And the gravity will also take over as the lead starts to deteriorate. It's a combination of the heat, expansion and contraction, gravity, exposure to the sun and the elements. Those are the things that deteriorate stained. One thing to consider when thinking about restoring stained glass, or even thinking about looking at whether your stained glass is in good condition or if it may need to have some work done to it, is that if you can catch windows early before they start to really deteriorate, then it costs an awful lot less to restore them than it does to try to restore something when you have hundreds of broken pieces and cracked pieces. The earlier that you can start to look at this, the better. If I was the member of a church and had some beautiful stained glass windows, I would start maybe around the 80-year mark and start to look at the windows at least once a year and see if there's any signs of deterioration. And by doing that, you could save hundreds of thousands of dollars for the church over time, just by being a little bit proactive.